Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Gold Gym here at Simsbury High School. My name is Will Bromlick, and normally you would know me from doing commentary for basketball and for doing my Real Film Talk show at SEM. But we got something a little bit different for you today. Today, for the first time, we are going to be broadcasting to you girls volleyball here at Simsbury High. The girls are coming into this regular season with a record of 14-1. Very impressive, as tonight they will be taking on the Bristol Eastern Lancers. So the Lancers come in with a record of 9-6. They're on a pretty big winning streak right now. Hopefully they can ruin Simsbury's record right here. But we're excited to bring you this coverage. We hope you all will join us for the ride. So we will take a quick break, and when we come back, we will bring you the action. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time ever, we are covering high school volleyball tonight. Like they said, don't know if you could quite hear that, but Simsbury actually came in with a record of 15-1, coached by Brian LeBlanc. Their win percentage is 93%, so that's very impressive for our Trojans. So the rules are as follows. Don't have a monitor with me, but I can see the court right in front of me. You would want to get the ball inside the white box on the opposition side. You want to get to 25 points, and you need to win by at least 2 points. I got some stats here that Coach LeBlanc was actually able to give me here. I don't know everything here, but looking at their attacking stats, leaders here for the Trojans are number 11, Molly Shuck. You can see her right there on the court. She has 183 kills with a kill percentage of 41.4, which is actually pretty good. However, number 2, Taryn Stefanik, has 115 kills, and she has a 49.4 kill percentage. And I'm pretty sure this means kills per set. Taryn has 2.4 kills per set. Bristol Eastern gets on the board first with a very early lead. They're going to serve once more. That is number 10, Nasim Hanu. Nice serve there, sending it all the way across. Keeping it up as high as they can. Nice recovery there by the Trojans. It is out. Good job by number 11. As Molly Shuck right there. Now Trojans are going to go for the serve. Nice serve. But it goes out and the point will go to Bristol Eastern. We're going back on the serve here. That is number 6. That is Savannah Drury with the serve. Goes out. Point will go to the Trojans. So it's 2-2 right now. Still very early in this set so far. Shuck going to give it a serve. Again, it goes out. Bristol Eastern gets the point. Now I got number 1 for Bristol Eastern. That is Natalia Vi. It touches the net. And now the point will go to Simsbury. Now we got number 19. That is Emily Elias. Nice block there. But Bristol Eastern gets it back. That was number 8, I believe, Kira Stefanik. That gives Simsbury the lead. Elias now with the serve. Trying to keep it in. Nice save there by Vi. He tried to get to it, but Simsbury ends up pulling away. They're now up by 2. Simsbury going on the serve once more. Elias once again going for the serve. But it goes out. Possession and the point will go back to the Lancers. Looks like we're going to have a sub here. That's going to be number 13. That is Natalie Paranzino coming in for the Lancers. And she's going to do the serve here. Nice send over. Ooh, Simsbury keeping it in. It's last touched. Hold on, who was that? That was number 6. That was last touch Drury. And Simsbury still maintains on to that 2-point lead. Now we got number 21, Bella Alvarez, doing the serve for the Trojans. Nice spike there, however, it went out. A little too much juice on that one. Harper Daphne gonna send it over for the Lancers. Looked like she tried to go for a spike there. That was Taryn Stefanik. And Bristol Eastern has tied this game up. Daphne gonna send it over once more. Touches the net though. Now I got Kira Stefanik gonna serve it for the Trojans. It goes out. Simsbury gets their 2-point lead back. Oh, it's last touch by Simsbury. That's something you would want to avoid here, people. Now we got number 18. That is Maria Albert. Gonna serve it over for Bristol Eastern. Nice spike there. Nice setting it up. Oh, both of them tried to get it. That was Hallam and Stefanik. It's tied up once again at 8. Oh, nearly got it. Good recovery by the Trojans. Couldn't get to it in time, and now Bristol Eastern takes back the lead. Albert gonna send it over once more. Nice block there. Now the Trojans are down by 2. Good stop there. It's in. Not by much, but it's in. That was Molly Shuck with the point for the Trojans. Trying to cut back into this deficit here. Taryn Stefanik is now going to serve it up for the Trojans. And just like that, it is tied again. Now the momentum is shifting in the Trojans' favor. Trojans take back the lead. So far, this is a pretty exciting match so far. Sends it way over. That's going to go down the hallway of Simsbury High. It's a tie game again. Or a tight set, I should say. So that was number 10, Naseem Hanuk with a serve. And Bristol Eastern takes back the lead. A lot of back and forth there, and I actually like that. Nice serve there. Nice setup. Ooh, but Bristol Eastern is keeping it alive. That was number 9, Brianna Johns, with the point for the Trojans. Now we got Delaney Hallam taking the serve. As Hennick from Bristol Eastern doing a good job being there at the exact right time, making sure that ball does not touch the ground. Now we got Savannah Drury back in the rotation. Looks like we got a little bit of a timeout on the court. So far, a lot of back and forth. Seems like the momentum has shifted probably at least 2 times so far in this set. Looked like Bristol Eastern was stacking up a couple points, and then all of a sudden, Simsbury racks up a couple points. So right now, Bristol Eastern has a 13-12 lead in this set. Another rule I wanted to point out is that you want to win 3 sets to win the match, which might not seem like a lot. I've done camera work for volleyball at college. And you actually learn a lot just by watching the sport. Got Drury making the serve. Unfortunately, it touches the net, could not get it over. Bristol Eastern gets a 2-point lead back. Nice setup. Ooh, but they keep it alive. Nice save there. Simsbury trying to keep it alive. They made it. Simsbury is now going to take possession. It looks like Molly Shuck is going to be serving for the Trojans here. Like I said, the momentum has been shifted so many times so far, and we are only on the first set. Little tip there. Nice spike there. It goes out. The point will go to Bristol Eastern. It's 15-13 for the Lancers. Now it's number 1, Natalia Vi, back in the serving position. However, that is out. Now Emily Elias is now going to serve. Could not get it over, and Simsbury has tied it up once more. Elias leading the charge once again. It is out. Simsbury takes back the lead. Well, it looked like that wasn't going to make it, but they managed to get it over. The point's going to go to Bristol Eastern. That was a nice setup by Hallam. I like how they're always waiting to set up so somebody could go for the spike. Now Natalie Paranzino going to send it over for the Lancers. Nice setup again by Hallam. And now we got Bella Alvarez to be the server. Very tight game here. And now Simsbury has the 2-point lead. It goes out. Couldn't quite tell. I didn't know if that touched the line or if it didn't. So I'm going to look at more of these stats here. So in terms of serving, you've seen that a lot so far. The leaders for the Trojans are Lainey Hallam and Bella Alvarez. Hallam leads with 42 aces, and Alvarez leads with 32 aces. Now, they also have a percentage for aces here, and it looks like the person with the highest ace percentage is Brianna Johns, a junior here at Simsbury High. I guess you could say I'm still a student of the game. Still learning the sport as it goes along. Alvarez going to serve it up for the Trojans again. They now have a 3-point lead in this first set. Looks like it went out, and the Lancers get the point and possession. Now it's Dauphiny. Going to send it over for the Lancers. Nice serve there. Nice tip. Hannah tried to be there. She was able to get the recovery, but the point still goes to Simsbury. Simsbury now needs 5 points to win this set. But the momentum stops there as Bristol Eastern is going to take possession. Now we're going to have a substitution for Bristol Eastern. We got number 18, Maria Albert, coming back in. She's been pretty good so far on the serve here for the Lancers. What a serve. Or what a spike, I should say. And now Bristol Eastern is within 1. Like I said, Maria Albert seems to be, I guess you could say, the go-to person for Bristol Eastern when it comes to serving. nice block there. Nice recovery there by Alvarez. And Simsbury is able to stop the Lancers' momentum and keep their lead. They're now 4 points away from winning the set. That was Taryn Stefanik with the serve. Nice stop there. What a play by Shuck! Simsbury now has 22. Nice serve there by Stefanik. Couldn't get to it in time. Hallam was able to get the point for the Trojans. They're within 2 now. Ooh, just barely made it over. The point goes to Bristol Eastern. Trojans still in the lead. Now, the interesting part that I also learned about volleyball is that even if you're close to 25, you still need to win by at least 2. So you could go past 25 if you need to. Ooh, nice recovery there by Shuck. Simsbury keeping it alive. Nice block there. Oh! It went back and forth, but Bristol Eastern manages to stop it. Hinook about to attempt the serve. Another setup. Hallam sets her up and Shuck knocks it down. 1 point and Simsbury takes the set. Nice work there by the Trojans. Ooh, nearly it goes out, but Bristol Eastern keeps it alive. Hallam again to Johns. Wow! I haven't seen something like that before. Bristol Eastern trying everything they can to not let it drop. Wow, this is unbelievable! Wow! Hallam keeps it alive! And Simsbury wins the first set! It's now 1-0 for the Trojans. Wow. That was impressive. So we will take a short break and we'll be back with more Simsbury versus Bristol Eastern volleyball here at Simsbury High.
For over 40 years, SCM has been the voice of our town, bringing us together through local programming, education, and live broadcasts.
I feel with all the enhancements that have been done in the last year with this studio renovation, and Patrick Phelan down at the station is just a great guy to have on our team, and he really wants to ramp things up and get our name out to the community so folks can have their own programs, cover their own things they like. Just because I do sports, that's my ballywick, but there's so many other things that volunteers can do. Come get the equipment, work with Patrick. You would be amazed at how sweet it comes out.
I think the path we're on now is a very exciting one, and I think the more attention and resources we put into making SCM the highest quality it can be, it'll definitely be like noticed amongst the community as something to look out for and something to pay attention to.
But it's also helped me get more in touch with my community, because I gotta say, I'm not the kind of guy who engages a lot with Simsbury. Much as I hate to admit that, I probably not paid as much attention to my own town as I really should. So getting to come in here and seeing what other people are doing around town, it's just nice to see a bunch of other stuff going on.
In recent years, the amount of local coverage by newspapers and broadcast affiliates has been greatly diminished. So Simsbury Community Media has an opportunity to fill the void, to keep our residents in Simsbury informed, not only through our coverage of town meetings, high school sporting events, even election coverage, and through other means of informing the community and bringing people together.
The future that I envisioned for us is one where we have a permanent stakehold in the community of Simsbury, being a place where anybody who is eager to learn about media production, social media, cameras, software, IT, whatever they'd like, to come here and to be able to learn those different life skills and career skills for free. With the switch to most people going to internet services or streaming services versus cable connection, we actually do not receive any funding from that platform.
We need your support.
Your donation can make a difference.
It will ensure that SCM remains open
and keeps our community informed.
Join us in preserving Simsbury's voice.
Together we can ensure that SCM continues to thrive
For generations to come.
Visit our website to make your donation.
Thank you for supporting Simsbury Community Media,
where your town,
Your schools,
And your government
Come together.
And we're back with more of Simsbury High volleyball. Simsbury takes a thrilling first set, 25-21, to take a 1-0 lead over Bristol Eastern. Like I said, a lot of back and forth. Simsbury was able to rack up a couple points in the first set, then Bristol Eastern, and then Simsbury, and so on and so forth. In fact, I was looking at the ball handling stats here. It makes sense that Hallam is actually the leader in assists for the team with 467 assists. Simsbury really living up to the 15-1 record. In fact, it says here, don't know if this is still accurate. It says they're ranked 4th in the state of Connecticut in terms of volleyball. So to be ranked 4th, that's actually amazing. Having a lot of fun here at the Gold Gym. Hope you guys are having fun with us as well. And we hope you would continue to have fun as we are about to enter the second set. We also got to give some credit to Bristol Eastern. Drury, Albert, a bunch of people on Bristol Eastern were able to help keep Bristol Eastern in this. I was looking at the schedules a little bit. After Simsbury had their one loss, they went on a humongous winning streak. See if I can pull it up. Looking at Simsbury's record. Let's see, where is it? Here we go. Their next game is going to be at Farmington High School on Friday, October 17th. So this coming Friday upon the recording of this broadcast. So now the teams have switched sides, and we will begin this second set. Yes, Simsbury went on a 14-match win streak after their one loss. That was to Fairfield Ward when they lost by a score of 3-1. So we're keeping similar lineups going on. Bristol Eastern's also on a winning streak of their own with 6 matches in a row. Simsbury was able to get the first point in this second set. Allen with the serve. It goes out, and now Simsbury's up 2-0. Simsbury maintains possession of the ball. Nice tip there. That was that was number 15. That was do we have 15? Oh, that was Maya Hatcher for the Lancers. Simsbury now with 3 points in the opening part of this second set. And now Simsbury's up 4-0. Simsbury on a roll here. Now I'm trying to keep the momentum going for our Trojans. It was blocked, but the ball still landed in the zone, so the point will go to Bristol Eastern. So now Bristol Eastern is on the board. We're going to try to trim into this lead here. Nice attempt there by Elias, but the ball ended up in the Simsbury zone. And now the Lancers have cut this lead in half. Went out. Simsbury's able to take back possession. Now Shuck's going to try a serve. Now for those who might think this looks a lot harder than it is, I'm pretty sure it is. Sorry, I had to make a little bit of a lighthearted comment there. Simsbury is now up 6-2. They managed to get a 4-point lead back into this set. Now it's 7-2 Trojans. And we're going to have a timeout on the court. Just want to take a moment to let you know that Simsbury Community Media is a 501c3 nonprofit organization serving the town of Simsbury. This sports telecast is being produced by our volunteers. Funding for our shows comes partially from the town of Simsbury, but we depend on you, the viewer, to also support us. If you would like to help SEM serve our town, please consider donating by scanning the QR code on your screen or by sending a check to Simsbury Community Media. That's at 754 Hot Meadow Street at Eno Hall, Simsbury, Connecticut 06070. We thank you for your support. And perfect timing as we're just exiting this timeout. Simsbury has extended their lead to 5. Let's see if they can make it even more. Not the result they wanted. Bristol Eastern will now take possession with a score of 7-3. That was a nice serve there by Drury. It goes out, and the point will go to Simsbury. 8-3 for the Trojans. Now, Elias is going to serve for the Trojans. One of the things I found cool about volleyball is that not one person is designed to a very specific role, and that you rotate throughout the whole match. That I thought was really cool. Are we going to get more excitement here? Nice block there. Elias with a high serve, or high setup. Pretty sure that counts as a dig. Couldn't get to it. Vi tried to dive for it, but now Simsbury has a 5-point lead. Still very early in the second set. Nice serve by Bella Alvarez, and it leads to a point for the Trojans. Now let's see what Alvarez can do on this serve. Looks like it just went out. It was very quick. Simsbury now has a 7-point lead. Sends it right over. Nice job there by the Trojans, giving them an 8-point lead, almost in double digits. Alvarez once again going for the serve. So far it's been all Simsbury. And it continues to be, as it's 13-4. Ooh, that was a close call, but the judges say the point goes to Simsbury. Now it's a 10-point Simsbury lead. Wow! Nice spike there by number 8. I believe that was Kira Stefanik. Simsbury continuing to build onto this lead here. It's been all Simsbury so far, and Bristol Eastern is going to take a timeout. I want to say that we hope you are enjoying tonight's telecast of Simsbury High School Trojan Volleyball. This is our first broadcast of volleyball, and we are proud to showcase the Simsbury girls. While our match telecasts are not live, you can catch them soon after on YouTube or on Xfinity Channel 95. or Frontier Channel 6070. If you go to YouTube, go to Simsbury Community Media, and you should see a listing of available programming, including the Simsbury games. Football, baseball, hockey, basketball, you name it. And we're hoping to maybe expand beyond that. Thank you for watching and supporting the Simsbury Trojans. So far, the Trojans have been dominating the second set so far. Let's see if they can keep it up. Alvarez gonna go back to serve. Nice save there by the Trojans. Was able to stop it. Don't think Hatcher was paying attention there. And Simsbury continues to build their lead. Oh, they tried to get it in there, but Simsbury continues with controlling the second set. It's 18-4 Trojans. Now the Trojans are within single digits of winning this second set. Trojans are 6 points away from winning the second set. Alvarez has been on fire so far, serving the ball. And the momentum stops there as Bristol Eastern gets a point up. It's 19-5, the Trojans. Now Vi is going to serve the ball for the Lancers. That was Jerry and McCray Arroyo attempting to get the ball over the net for the Lancers. Simsbury within 5 now. Ooh, nice save there. But Simsbury still comes away with the point. That was almost taken out. McCray Arroyo was able to help out with that. Now we got number 7, that's Juliana Licio, going to serve it for the Lancers. And just like that, hold on, we lost the scoreboard here for a second. Hold on. Have a little bit of a technical difficulty here, ladies and gentlemen, as the scoreboard seemed to have gone out. There we go. We managed to get it back up. So Terrence Stefanik is now going to serve it up for the Trojans, who are 4 points away from taking control of the second set. Well, we've had a very exciting back and forth first set. It's been all Simsbury in the second one. Nice job there by Bristol Eastern. Managed to get a point back. And we got number 3, Harper Dauphiny, going to serve it up for the Lancers. Touches the net. Simsbury's now within 2. Hallam gonna serve it up for the Trojans. They said, not today. No, it actually goes to Bristol Eastern. Simsbury must have thought it went out. We're ready to try to close out this set, and they managed to do that. So Simsbury controls this second set 25-8, and they now have a 2-0 lead over Bristol Eastern. One more, and Simsbury takes the win. We'll go to a quick break. We'll come back for more volleyball action between Simsbury and Bristol Eastern. Hope you will join us.
For over 40 years, SCM
has been the voice of our town,
bringing us together through local programming,
Education,
and live broadcasts.
SEM isn't just about television.
It's about empowering our community,
ensuring our voices are heard during government meetings,
and celebrating milestones
like our high school graduations.
But today, SEM faces a challenge.
Our funding structure is based on television subscriptions.
And it's no secret, people have been cutting the cord.
With a shift to internet-only subscriptions,
SEM receives less revenue,
even though all our programming is freely available online.
We need your support.
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 Your donation can make a difference.
It will ensure that SCM remains open,
continues to educate our youth,
and keeps our community informed.
Thanks to SEM, I've been honing my creative skills, helping me work towards my college degree.
SCM is crucial for keeping our community connected.
SCM isn't just here to broadcast local events. They're actually preserving Simsbury's history.
Join us.
Join us in preserving Simsbury's voice.
Simsbury's voice.
Together we can ensure that SCM continues to thrive
for generations to come.
Visit our website
or scan the QR code on your screen to make your donation.
Every contribution
counts.
Thank you for supporting Simsbury Community Media,
where your town,
your schools,
and your government
come together.
And we are back with more high school volleyball here at Simsbury High School. We had a very exciting first set, a lot of back and forth. In the second set, it was all Simsbury. And now our Trojans have a 2-0 lead with a chance to close it out on this third set. Let's see what we get here. Looks like we're going to get a little sub in. Trojans. So while we're waiting for the action to start, want to let you all know that... Oh, never mind. We'll wait for another time. We'll wait until there's a timeout. denied there. Nearly went out. It hits the judge, and the point will go to the Trojans. Trojans are on the board first. Hallam gonna take it up, gonna lead the charge here. And the point will go to the Trojans once more. Now I'm going to take the serve up once more. Ooh, they nearly lost it there, nearly touched the ground, but they're able to get it over. That was Hatcher who was able to get the point for the Lancers. Lancers not going to go quietly here. Drury with the third. That was a nice job there by Brianna Johns. Now Molly Shuck's going to serve it for the Trojans. Touches the net. Simsbury has a 4-1 lead now. Able to stop it from hitting the ground, but it meets the net. Simsbury's up 5-1 in this third set. Once again, Simsbury in control here. Nice recovery there, but it doesn't matter. Simsbury gets the point. 6-1 so far for the Trojans. Went out, and the point will go to the Lancers. Now Vi is going to serve it up for the Lancers. Ooh, just barely made it over. Manages to get the momentum back on the Trojan side here. It's 7-2. Nice save there by Kira Stefanik. Now we got 7. That's Juliana Licio again for the Lancers. Able to get it in, not by much. Now Bristol Eastern has made this a 3-point game. Ooh, just barely made over the net, it looked like. Ooh, Nice save there. And Alvarez is able to double Simsbury's lead. Try to tip it in. And keeping it up there. Nice job there by Laney Hallam. It will give Simsbury a little bit of a cushion of a lead here. Alvarez gonna serve it. Just barely made it over, and Simsbury now has a 10-4 lead. Ooh, nice recovery there. And the point is delivered. A little bit of razzle-dazzle there. Alvarez gonna give it another go. It went out though. So now Bristol Eastern takes back possession. It's now 11-5 for the Trojans. We got Harper Dauphiny now serving. It went out, so the point will go to Simsbury. Trojans building another lead here. Now Kira Stefanik is going to serve it. Whoa, it touched the ceiling. Nice save there. Wow. With a nice recovery! Able to get a point on the board for the Trojans. Make it 13-5. Wow, that was an awesome recovery. Have to get credit where credit's due. And Terrence Stefanik able to add on to the Simsbury lead. So we got Taryn and Kira on the same court. Nice little touch there by Molly Shuck, able to make it a 10-point lead for the Trojans. out, and it goes to Bristol Eastern, and now it's no longer a double-digit lead. Now we got Jerry Ann and McRae Arroyo gonna serve it up for the Lancers. Sets him up. McRae Arroyo was able to get it, but it touches the net. And now it's back to a 10-point lead for Simsbury. Simsbury is now within single digits of winning this match. Touch of the net. 17-6 for the Trojans. They're closing in on a victory here. Stefanik gonna send it over. Bristol Eastern was close there, but the point still goes to the Trojans. Now the Trojans are 7 points away. Couldn't get to it in time, and Simsbury continues to add on to their lead. We got a timeout on the court. So I wanted to address earlier is that hold on. Simsbury is looking for volunteers. In fact, we depend on our volunteers to produce its programming, including tonight's telecast. If you like what you see and you'd be interested in joining our production team, please email us at simtv@yahoo.com. You don't need even have prior experience in television production. We will work with you and train you in television equipment operation. If that sounds interesting to you, email us at simtv@yahoo.com. Come join our team. Yeah, basketball season's to be starting soon, and we got one more football game coming up, and we got hockey, so that's going to be a lot of fun. And then you can even check out my studio show, Real Film Talk, at some point. Got some good stuff planned. Simsbury's been in control of this third set just like they were the last one. Stefanik gonna send it over. It's a nice serve there. Ooh, nice recovery! And that was Hatcher who was able to get Bristol Eastern back in this. Now Hanek is going to serve it for the Lancers. Ooh, it looked like she wasn't going to make it. Bristol Eastern gets another point on the board. Lancers going to try it again. So 11-point set so far. Ooh, just barely made it over the net. And the point goes to Simsbury. Hallam now going to serve it. Nearly went out. Johns with a nice tip. Bristol Eastern could not get it over in time. And now it's 21-8 Simsbury. On to Johns. Nice recovery there by Vi. Shuck with a nice tip. Able to take the Trojans within 3 points. No! They're actually going to give the point to Bristol Eastern. Couldn't tell what happened there, but Bristol Eastern now has the point. And now they have possession. Now Drury with a nice serve there. Ooh, it nearly touched the net. Looks like it wasn't even going to make it. And now Simsbury will get that point back. Molly Shuck going to serve it for the Trojans. Trojans are within 3. Nice attempt there, but Bristol Eastern was waiting. Now Natalia Vi is going to serve it for the Lancers. It's 22-10 so far for Trojans. Johns with a nice spike there. Trojans get the point. They're within 2. Now we got Elias with the ball. And I think that was Terrence Stefanik with the tip. Simsbury now just needs one more point and they win this. Serve. He'll get it up. Hallam. Game, set, match. Simsbury prevails. A nice setup by Hallam to Terrence Stefanik, and Simsbury takes this match 3-0. We want to give a big shout out to all the people who joined us tonight. We have Bob Galicio and Pat McCarthy on camera. We have Bob Bronlick, our technical director, and we also want to give a big shout out to the people at SEM, Cole Manacia, for making all these productions possible. And I have to say, I had a lot of fun with this first production of Volleyball. Hopefully we can do more down the road. So, with that being said, this is Will Bronlick saying thank you from Simsbury High School, and good night.
Funding for Simsbury Community Television is provided in part by contributions from viewers like you. Thank you.